Can you offer tips on how to best manage the mental health aspects of microaggression and racism? In less than 2 minutes, thanks.
It's such a tough question for everything that's going on right now. At least for me, I mean, so right now I'm a case manager, and we do have clients that don't have legal status and things of that nature. So with the climate going on right now, that is like a big thing, microaggressions, racism, just that fear of like the government and things of that sort. My advice to them is to know first like their rights, that they have the right to speak up for themselves, but also to try to set boundaries, to also try to like be calm and just like be proud of like who they are. I feel like sometimes we can get lost in the microaggressions and we lose like our identity because something stems from that other person who's reacting to us that way. So I just try to like comfort them and encourage them to speak to others about it who are going through the same thing, so they can share and also feel like they're not alone.
Going off of what Jaylene was saying, I think it's important to validate the experience. Say it's a family member, a friend, a coworker, whoever it is. If they go to you and they say like, this happened to me, I think it's important to validate that experience so they feel heard, they feel seen, as well as also talk about self-care. Jay talked about it a little bit in the sense that it's important to take care of yourself. And like validate that experience as well, like remove yourself from a situation or include yourself in a situation you feel like you can handle it. But that would be my recommendation.
I had to take a big breath for that one. I was looking at Rebecca when she said it. So just for everyone, micro and macroaggressions are sometimes the unintentional harms that come our way through sayings like, oh, you speak so well, or you're so pretty for a brown girl. All of the little things that maybe we hear. I'm going to keep it under 2 minutes. And I'm going to use something that I used at a panel earlier this year, because many of us experience these, and I see a lot of my partners here from DHS and other organizations. We all can remember our ABCs, right? We have to be courageous enough to acknowledge when we're not okay, when we hear something that was not okay and that was said. Then we have to take a deep breath so that we don't fly off the handle. I'm speaking for myself. But we have to take a deep breath so that we can figure out and determine if it's intent versus impact, and if we need to call someone out or call someone in. But it's not our job to always educate someone for what it is. And then we need to make sure that we stay connected with people that we care about, that see the pain, that see the things that are happening, especially right now in this climate. So our ABCs, we need to acknowledge, we need to breathe, and we need to stay connected.
Heavy emphasis on breathing. Take a breather. That's always what I have to do for myself. I have to go for a walk, sometimes too, depending. But honestly, the next 3 years, I don't really think there's going to be microaggressions. It's just going to be all aggression. It's full court. Yeah, it's just aggressive right now. And so I think it's important to remember that it's a marathon, that we have a long 3 years ahead of us, and especially for those that come from marginalized communities or serve marginalized communities. And with that being the case, like with my team, I'm very upfront about encouraging them to share whatever's going on in their life and giving people some time to breathe through it and work through it. I think it's just, when you're thinking about like the work that our organization does, a lot of organizing work, a lot of grassroots community work, it's not 9 to 5 to begin with. A lot of times we're at an event on the weekend, or we're showing up for some, late, something like this. And with that being the case, like as supervisors, as managers, as directors, people that are managing people through this work, it's really, really important to understand what burnout is, what the signs of burnout is, and helping our teams get through that. And my biggest thing has been I'm very frank with my team. If you're not having a good day, if you're really, really having one of those days that you just cannot make it through and you're having trouble with stuff, let me know, and we'll take a half day, we'll get to the work tomorrow, because again, the next 3 years is a marathon. There's really not gonna be any short of fires to put out. It's just going to be one big forest fire. So take it easy, get your pail of water, and take a breath and get to work. That's all you can really do.